and welcome to another gaming session with Nelzorm. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about the Feral Frenzy Druid deck. So the Feral Frenzy Druid deck is a deck that is specifically designed for your hero to attack, and is also designed for you to utilize different utilities based on that attack. So I'm going to show you the cards, and then from here what we'll do is discuss why they're valuable in this type of a setup. So for early game, we have Pounce. We would use this maybe on a turn 2, turn 1. We have Claw. You could use that on turn 1, turn 2. Firefly. Just get you some minions out there. A Lesser Spellstone to do some damage. Help you clear the board, so to speak. Now this is a crux to this type of a deck. The reason why you want this in this deck is because when you kill a minion, of course you're going to draw a card. But where this really plays a part is that you're really looking to try to get some of your legendaries in place. Namely, one of the legendaries you really want early game would be Twig of the World Tree, which will give you an early chance to play a 10 mana card. In this case, an Ultimate Infestation. So that's what you're looking for when you try to get things like this card, the Spirit of the Raptor. You want to get that in place as soon as possible. Now later on, when you start developing your hero, or you start getting some cards that you want to utilize, you can use the Savage Striker. And what this is going to do is it's going to take your hero's attack and do damage to a minion based on that attack, to keep you from A, not losing a minion, and B, possibly killing off the enemy's minion so that you don't have to worry about utilizing the health of your minions, your cards. So this is a really valuable card. You definitely want to run 2 in this deck. This card here, the Sharkfin Fan, it is a card that you would use to help you bolster your army, so to speak. You would use this in a way to help you build up units and means of attack early in the game. And Nash, this is a really awesome ability, just because it's giving you 3 attack, 3 armor for 3 damage, which is excellent when you pair it with other cards that may be out in the field. Okay, now this is a really necessary card as well, the Hench Clan Thug. As you attack, this thing is going to build up. It's got great utility in this deck. In fact, this is one of the few decks you could really use this card. Of course, the only other couple decks you could use would maybe be Paladin, Warrior, Rogue, or any deck you can use a weapon in, which is sort of limited. Savage Roar, this is great. This is sort of like a Bloodlust, you know. Gives everyone, including your hero, the ability to attack. This guy right here, Flobitida's Floop, is great if you're going to play this combined with one of your great cards like a Gonk. Essentially, when you play the Flobitida's Floop, you can play this right after you play a Gonk. That way, when you attack and you kill a minion with your hero, you're getting double the ability, because the Flobitida's Gonk will actually take the form of whatever you target. So, in any kind of ability that card has will be matched by Flobitida's Floop. I apologize if I'm mispronouncing it. It's a weird word. So you're getting you could possibly have another Gonk out in the field with this, meaning you're going to get double the effect. Really, really helpful. but not necessary in this deck. You really don't have to have it, but it is a nice addition. It's an optional card. Swipe is a good way to clear the board. I would recommend putting this in your deck, or any Druid deck for that matter. Swipe is a great card. Of course, we've already shown you Twiggle the Royal Tree. You know, even if you get this early in the game, you play it turn 4, turn 9, you lose the durability, you're going to get 10 mana. It's going to really help you out. You can drop a Malfurion the Pestilent, because it's going to be possibly late game. You can throw out your Argent Commanders. I mean, it's really, really a great card. You don't have to have it. Again, this one would be an optional card, but it is a great card for this type of a deck. Druid of a Claw, this is going to be your main tank. As this is an aggro deck, this is a card that's going to come in handy depending on the field conditions that you're fighting against. If you have someone who's also playing aggro against you, you can use this as a charge. Or even taunt. If you're dealing with someone who doesn't have a lot of minions, let's say like a mage, or if you've wiped the field up of a hunter, this is a great card for you to use a charge ability for. When you have this, people with large built minions like this card will be really helpful. The Argent Commander, help you get a double hit, possibly on the large tanks that you're going to be up against. Gonk the Raptor. This deck is critical that you have this card. You have to have this card in this deck. Gonk is one of the greatest Druid cards that you can have in any deck, but it's mainly very important in this deck because of its utility. And you may be thinking, well, it's 4/9. What can it really do? But this card isn't what you would use for attack. You're not going to use this for attacking per se. The utility is really what's critical here. So that's what you need this card for. Now, Malfurion the Pestilent is a great card. The reason why you want to use this card isn't because of the choose one ability. That's just a little bit of icing on the cake, so to speak. But the ability that he gives you is he turns your hero power into either a 3 attack or 3 armor, and you can pick either one or the other. As you see on the hero power, 3 attack, 3 armor. So each turn you're going to get 3 attack. Very helpful. And of course, last but not least, we have the Ultimate Infestation, which is a expensive card, but a very valuable card. It's saved my butt a couple times in this game, so it is something that I recommend. You know, you got 5 damage, you draw 5 cards, gain 5 armor, and you have a 5/5. It is expensive, you know, it's 10 cost, but it is worth it, just because of all the utility it gives you. This card alone, you know, could really save you in game, just because of everything it does. And you know, if you don't have any cards left, you know, you played all your cards, you're getting 5 cards back. You've got some kind of a tank, you know, one of the Sauronite chain gangs is up, and you gotta get by it. This is a great card to get rid of them. This is really a great card, and I think it is critical in this deck, so you really do need it. So this is also a stock build, Feral Frenzy. If you go to create a brand new deck, you choose Druid. It is one of the default choices that you can pick. Feral Frenzy, you see. Another popular deck, of course, is the Treant deck, which I don't like. Alright, looks like we have Druid versus Druid. Opening hand, not too good. If you're new to this game or you don't play Hearthstone much, anything above a 3 cost you want to get rid of. except in very rare circumstances. This not being one of them. Not a better hand, but that's alright. At least we know we have this in our play whenever we need it. Alright. So far he's played no cards, no clue what he's thrown out, but I guess we'll find out now. Or will we? Maybe? Okay. So we have a Wardrobe Lodi. Spell damage. Kind of an unusual card for him to play, but we'll see what happens. We could swipe her and kill her, but you know, I'm kind of curious. What is she going to throw out? Okay. Yeah. Alright. We'll get some damage done to it. Looks like he's going to try to build his card up by healing it. I don't really think it's going to work for him, to be honest. Well, what do we have here? Should we... No, we won't. Alright, let's taunt. So we can block these two cats. As you can see, the Fulbinius Floop has taken my form, reduced the cost. And as you can see, if it's a minion that you play that has a low cost form, it will adjust to 4 cost. Well, so it's 3/4 also. So you got 3 attack, 4 damage. Not very worth it, honestly. But the good news is we can play Malfurion next turn. Still don't know what his deck strategy is. Comment below if you can figure it out, because I'm not seeing what it's supposed to be about. He's got a 5/5, so I'm gonna take a little bit of damage on this one, but that's okay. That's alright. I'll hold on to it. What I'll do is I'll use my hero's ability and I'll kill one of these with this guy. Then I'll also drop him as a taunt. Give me some kind of a protection against whatever he's going to throw out. Which... oh, he is playing a Tran deck. I hate Tran decks. They're so dumb to me. Alright, so we're going to wipe this out probably this turn. Yeah. Old taunt. Attack. Actually, I'm not going to use that. As you can see, we've almost got our Twiggle the World Tree used up. So we're getting 10 mana soon. This guy's using some really hardcore, high damage cards. I have a suspicion this guy is going to play his Cenarius sometime soon. And it doesn't look good for me, guys, but oh well. You win some, you lose some, right? Well, there's no other choice in this matter. It has to be done. Has he run out of kill cards yet? That's the real question. Ah, he killed him in the World Tree. Ah, buddy. Oh well. I got my 10 mana. That's game for me, folks. Oh, maybe not. At least not yet. Bad part is, if my character is so far damaged, this is not even going to work for me. That is game over for me, and I just didn't do well in this game, unfortunately. This game is a difficult metric, so it's kind of difficult to play. Be good at it. Some decks are good against, some decks are bad against. You know, it's hard to discern what you're going to end up with. Well, that's going to be it for today, guys. This is how the deck plays. You know, it's luck of the draw, unfortunately, and as you can see, it is a loss. Well, thanks for joining me, guys. Hope you have a great day, and like and subscribe if you enjoyed this game. Thanks again. Have a good one.